Happy holidays. Danny, what day of the week is it?
Wednesday.
And what
Almost
does
said Thursday.
that mean?
What does that mean? Hump day?
It means it's another night for.
Dad's so hard.
Da-da-da-da.
That's right.
Hey, everybody. I'm Vinny Dunleavy.
Danny McCartney. You know what we should try doing?
Ooh,
Like a cappella music. Or not like what's it called when you make music with your like mouth? Like a
acapella.
cappella groups do. A cappella?
Yeah, acapella.
Yeah, we should do that as an intro.
And I don't know how we would do that, though. Like, you mean just go like, like sing a song or just sing?
Just like one of these like bop, like I don't know. I don't know how to make music with my mouth, so
Okay, first of all, whatever you just did,
was not
that
it.
actually, everybody, if you heard that 5 seconds, 2 seconds ago, that was Danny. Do that again.
No, I know I can't. No.
I'll never be able to. You just did it, dude. You just did it.
Yeah, but you told me that it was bad.
No, whatever you just did 2 seconds ago was acapella.
Okay. Well, I'm
I
not
don't know
doing
what
it.
it was.
I don't know what it was, but it was acapella. It was good. I'm changing. I'm fixing my mic. I'm trying to fix it.
Oh boy.
Can you still hear me well?
Yeah.
Okay, everybody out there, listen.
Whoa, you're really zoomed in.
Oh, well, I know. That's not.
I can't hear you. Oh, now I hear you.
Yeah, it's my mic. My mic is wacky. This may be a weird one, everybody, but it is December 11th,
We're going for it.
2019, and this is episode 59 of the Dad So Hard podcast.
Oh man, we're almost in up to 60.
Yeah, I think this is going to be our potentially second to last one of 2019. We may have a 2019 countdown show next week. TBD, everybody out there.
Oh, New Year's. I'm gonna be in Disney.
Oh, for New Year's? Oh, congratulations. Well, that's like in 3 weeks, but congratulations.
Yeah, we're going the 28th to the 3rd.
Nice. Well, listen, before we get into our plans, let's just thank everybody again for listening. And listen, leave a review. Please keep sending the fan mail in.
Yes, rate, review, subscribe. In social media, Instagram, Facebook, at That's So Hard Podcast, Twitter at That's So Hard Pod, email That's So Hard Podcast at gmail.com, website wearedatsohard.com.
And for those who want to intern with us, we are still emailing with people.
We're still fielding
that
applicants.
Yeah, applicants. I have to say, and for all you guys out there who have used Craigslist before in a non-hookup manner, we did a Craigslist post, and I'm a bit concerned that some of these people are Russian bots.
Why?
Because when you read the emails, some of them feel robotic, and I'm like writing back to them, and I'm not getting responses back. And like,
I don't understand how robots can send emails.
it's not a robot; it's a technical robot. It's like a bot. They call it a bot. It's a computer bot. I think they beat the Craigslist system.
That was a stupid comment that I made.
Yeah, that was moronic. And all the dads out there in the technology are going to be laughing at your dad and going, "This guy's an idiot."
Sorry.
If you read some of them, you have to log in. Like, it's been a weird, like, those emails. Like, so I don't know if your company's doing this, but our company not recently, but I guess like a year and a half ago, and I think other folks are doing this. They do test spam emails where the IT people send out emails.
Oh yeah. Yeah, we get
Clicked on
that.
it
They call them fish. Phishing.
I actually
get caught every time. They get me every time.
I have learned my lesson 9 years ago.
They say you have failed. This was a fish test.
Well, no, see, I did it like 10 or 15 years ago. I got an email, which I thought was from Amazon.com. And I was just on the computer, and it was like, oh, reset your password. By the way, give us your driver's license numbers, security.
I fall for that shit all the time.
And I did. Well, what happened was a week later, I found all this money coming in on my checking account. So I had to call Citibank. And then I was so irate about it, I went down to the, I think, 6th precinct in the West Village of New York City and filed a police report. And you know what that got me?
Nowhere. Yeah.
They said, well, put an investigation on, but we're sure that it's going to find a server somewhere in Russia that we'll never be able to find or figure out who it is.
I had fraud on me twice. Actually, technically 3 times within the past like 3 or 4 months because I just had it on my corporate card.
Oh,
I'm
the worst. At least it gets like my wife gets like every 6 months somebody swipes and blocks and
that's crazy.
It's nuts. It's nuts. It's the new world order.
Yeah.
So Danny, I had a couple things I wanted to talk about this episode with you, which I didn't tell you about.
No, I like it. The surprise episode.
Surprise episode. So the first thing I want to talk about is
I'm
we're
fired.
in the midst of the holiday season. Like a lot of people listening are in the midst of the holiday season. I wanted to give away a little insight into how we are surviving. When we say we work hard, play hard, dad hard, how are we surviving the holiday party season? So how many, like, so far to date, have you guys had any, like, either weekend adult parties, couples dinners, or how many nights after work are you averaging for, like, holiday related events?
Not like, honestly, not as much as I thought I was.
Unpopular.
I think because of the timing between Thanksgiving and Christmas.
I thought it would be busier because that's happening.
That everyone's trying to jam it in. No, I think everyone's just realized, like, it snuck up on. Like, I didn't actually feel holiday cheer until, like, probably, like, yesterday.
So anyway, last night we actually had, I haven't been too bad, although we had a holiday party last Thursday. And when I say Daddy played hard, Danny.
Was that the pizza making?
Yes, and I played way too hard for way too long. And I believe I literally think yesterday afternoon is when I finally, after 6 days, my body
started feeling better.
Yeah, it is not. There is something you have to freely admit. Over the age of 40, if you go binge drink, you will. It's almost, there has to be a thing that's almost like for every year over 40, there has to be like 10 hours of recovery when you're hungover. Like 45.
Oh, you think that's like a thing?
We have to figure it out because it legitimately took me 5 days. Maybe it's 1 year per day. I was a mess, and I almost felt like checking into like a facility because I was like,
you know what you should have got? The IV.
Oh, you know, I've never. Have you done that? I've never done it.
No, I've never done it, but I heard great things about it. People swear by it.
Out there, and listen, anybody listening, if you've done an IV drip, let us know.
People swear by it. And you can get it done for anything. You can get it for like post race, post drinking, over if you're getting over a sickness, if you have the flu, if you just want to pick me up. It's crazy.
Over the summer, I bought I
think it's like $50 or something like that.
No, there's supposed to be something to do house calls. I did an Instagram one where
they have locations too, like in the city. Like you can go to one.
Oh, you know, I listen. We've heard somebody has to let us know where they are, and we'll do a live broadcast from whenever we get IV trips. We'll sit
I
here.
don't know if they let you do that. But.
Well, there's one a company that I found called Liquid IV, and it's basically like a powdered drink, but it's supposed to take, like, if you put it in 8 ounces of water, it turns the 8 ounces of water into like 24 ounces of water. When you drink it, it gives you that like you wake up.
That much hydration. So
it's super hydrated. I actually found them. Oh, they didn't taste bad. I don't know if it really got rid of the hangover faster, but that is something that is more painful as I get older, and I am dealing with it. But last night we had our first couples dinner, and we went to a restaurant in East Village called Little Frank's.
People love that place. I've never been.
Unreal. I'm doing a shout. This guy Frank Pizzano, or Pizzarano, I can't say his last name, is on Instagram. Great Italian cook, chef. If any one of his restaurants, the authentic Italian, and it was like we were out with another couple we hadn't seen in probably a year.
Was it Little Frank's or Little Frankie's? Something like that?
Maybe Little Frankie's.
Something like that, though, right?
First Avenue and 3rd Street, and First Avenue and Houston in New York City. But it was like it was one of those nights where we hadn't been out in a long time. Well, we haven't really been out in a while as a couple dinners. Just friends I hadn't seen in a while, and it was a nice into the dinner like.
You need that.
Nice.
You need that. We're trying to do like a little date night. You ever go to the Polo Bar? Oh,
the restaurant, the Polo. You mean the Polo restaurant underneath?
Yeah.
The bar restaurant. Underneath.
I think it's called the Polo Bar or the Polo Club. Something like that. Or something.
Yeah. I've been there once a couple years.
Yeah, we're trying to. But like you can only make the reservation like a month in advance.
Yeah. Oh, it's a trip.
So we're trying to make something for January. Trying to find a date.
But I do find that it is hard balancing the dates, and now you're sort of prioritizing it. I recently, like, at the end of the year, and my hormones, I'm like nesting. So there are nights where I'm like, I really don't want to go out, but it's the holiday season and I want to see people. So
you feel like you have to.
Correct. And we have our holiday party at work tomorrow night, and then Elisa has like
where is it?
At another sports bar in New York City.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give my location out. I don't want the fans. I don't
Oh,
want
I forgot.
paparazzi.
I'm thinking we're just talking as
Danny,
friends.
the paparazzi.
I know. I know.
They'll see it. I'll post it and they'll know where I am.
That's on me.
Yeah, and then Friday night we're doing another couple's dinner, and then I think I'm resting over the weekend, so we'll see. But the I forgot what I was gonna say. But it is a weird. I feel like it's a weird season, and we have to figure out to do a Dad So Hard reunion with you, and my kids want to see your kids.
We gotta make that happen.
For everybody listening, if you, me and Danny have been at this for 2 years, and we have yet to travel to each other's homes as fathers. You know what that sounds like? It sounds like we don't even know each other.
We couldn't be in more annoying places to get to each other.
I believe we're actually like 18 miles apart, and yet probably 4 hours.
Yeah, it's nuts.
It's crazy. No, you are in the most difficult part of the 5 boroughs for me to get to, and I'm in the most difficult part of Long Island.
Exactly.
I might as well be in the Hamptons. But it's crazy that we have still yet our wives have only met maybe
like twice. Yeah.
It's in the same location.
Yeah.
Not in New York State or in upstate New York on a phone for approximately 15 minutes.
And then also Thanksgiving at the parade.
Oh, okay. So maybe 3 times, twice the farm, and the parade. Yeah.
Yeah.
But those were all like crazy events. We need to get.
What was I gonna say?
Oh.
Do you have all like holiday shopping, like Christmas and Hanukkah shopping done?
I'd give a shout out to Amazon.com. We're pacing in a good direction.
Let me tell you something about Amazon. Yes, they're phenomenal. They get everything out the door, delivered to your door, blah, blah, blah. They deliver things at like 10 o'clock at night.
Oh, they're delivering 24/7. I'm waking up in the morning in these packages. Sunday nights.
But I do not like that. Like, I don't want shit sitting on my porch overnight. Like, that's a recipe for someone stealing it.
Oh, Danny. You live in Staten Island. Can you please have more confidence in your compadres out there?
No, I don't.
Don't you have a ring? Don't you have a Ring doorbell?
No. I mean, I have a camera. But who's to say that that's a deterrent?
Well, no, but at least you can, if it's a Ring and you have it on video, you can call Amazon and say, my package was stolen, they'll be sending you one.
You can send them the video?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Yep. That's the benefit of the Ring doorbell. Heard it here first. Now, I don't know if that's really true, but I believe it is. Because then now they do, when you get your Amazon receipts, they send a photo of your front door and they show, look, we delivered the photo, and they show the package on your front door. So therefore, if the package is stolen, you can also report stolen. Because you can exchange something. I've done things where we just couldn't find it. They said it was delivered. It never was delivered. And then you can get a full refund.
Yeah, I'm going to have to figure that out with Macy's right now. Because Macy's said that my package was delivered. There's supposed to be 2 boxes, and I only got 1.
Oh, well, you know, so I recently...
So I have to call Macy's. Because I don't think it was stolen. I think the delivery guy fucked up. I think he just gave me 1 box instead of both.
100%.
It's still in his truck. Yeah, so I'm going to call Macy's, and hopefully they are understanding and like, oh, yeah, don't worry about it. Like, here's a refund. If
they outsource their delivery, they will, because they're probably insured. I had a toilet delivered, and half the toilet was missing, and then they determined that the pallet, like all the things were put on the pallet, and so the delivery company must have lost one of the boxes in transit.
I wonder how, I'm hoping that they're just good about it and I hope they're easy about it. Like, I hope it's not like, you have to call USPS. Like, no, you deal with it. Like, I bought it, I paid for it, you guys ship it.
And just say, I'm part of the Dad So Hard. I'm part of Dad So Hard Nation.
Yeah. Do you want a bad review and lose all your, like,
come on.
You have no idea how strong Dad So Hard Nation is.
America's grocery store, not grocery store.
Jesus.
They probably will start selling groceries. Macy's is America's retail shop.
Is that their tagline?
No, I don't know what it is. I mean, I probably should. But they're doing well. But yeah, no, we've got a good system of returns. I've been returning more than I thought. But we're this year we are doing Hanukkah and Christmas all at the same time. So
A
I
what?
bought the gifts, and now when we're getting them, we're unpacking them, wrapping them, and we have to sort of figure out: are we going to give some to what are we going to give for
Hanukkah? What are we doing for Christmas? So that's another thing in a joint household.
we try to split up the gifts.
Your volume is all over the place.
I know my microphone just got screwed up. I apologize. I was just saying, in a joint household of Christmas and Hanukkah, we're
Yeah.
dividing up our gifts. You don't like the audio on this podcast.
Yeah. Who knows? We might not even publish this. The audio might be so bad.
No, I know this is too much. No, we're publishing. We always publish.
I do like that. I do. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. We're publishing.
I just hope this isn't your first episode tuning in.
No, but we're like the U.S. Just note with the Dad's Hard podcast, we're like the U.S. Postal Service.
Rain, snow, sleet, shine. Yeah.
Stop us.
Except now they don't do it on Sundays.
Correct. You only need to stop.
Although now, are they 7 days a week now?
Yes.
They're not.
Not regular mail. Amazon packages come.
What?
Amazon packages come on Sunday.
Only. That's it.
Yeah.
But doesn't UPS do Amazon or USPS
No,
does it?
the U.S. Postal Service people do Amazon in the way the deal is done.
But doesn't UPS also do Amazon? Doesn't everyone deliver Amazon?
No, this the Postal Service. They have a deal with the U.S. government.
Really?
Funny, our taxes. If you Google the U.S. Postal Service, Amazon, and Jeff Bezos, most Americans will be happy about the deal because they're basically giving the U.S. Postal Service work, but I don't think we make money on it. Like if the government's like losing money or they thought they make money.
Got it.
I'm not an economics major. That's not what I do, but it's not a good deal. I did want to share the one story with you about my dad life this week. So, did you know, Danny, that this past Sunday night was the Miss Universe pageant?
This past Sunday night was
Miss Universe.
I did not know that.
So, for anybody listening, we're recording on a Wednesday night. So this isn't a spoiler alert because it's been 3 days, and if you don't know who won Miss Universe 3 days later, you're somebody who will never know who won Miss Universe. So it's not really pointing to the story, but Miss South Africa won Miss Universe, and I thought she was beautiful. And actually, I thought
was she the best?
She was the best overall. As like
good talent.
No, Miss Universe is just looks and voice.
Oh, Miss America is the one with the talents and
Miss America. They got rid of the swimsuit. Miss Universe, they still have a swimsuit and evening gown, but they now make them talk a lot more. So there's like 6 or 7 times they answer questions.
So Miss Universe is the better one now.
Yeah, I can't. Oh yeah, the hotter girls. Girls. That's
what you care about. Yeah.
So they go Miss USA to Miss Universe, and the top 10. My actual hottest of all of them is Miss Puerto Rico. Google her, amazing. And this year they actually were really smart. I think she wrote a book. She was like a statistician, but like unbelievable.
I'm gonna look her up right now.
So she was hot. But what was funny about it was I like it because for my kids, I like the costumes in the beginning where they do the Parade of Nations, and they all wear different costumes from around the world representing their place. So I watched the whole show on Sunday because that's just me. And on Monday, why not? And they're gorgeous. So Monday night, Emily was home, and I wanted her to see all the nations around the world because you can also like talk about like do they know the country? Like there's different outfits and everything. So we were watching
Miss Puerto Rico, very nice.
I mean, she's gorgeous.
She's blonde.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting Miss Puerto Rico to be blonde.
No, she's amazing. No, and there's no act. She's amazing. She's amazing. Speaks perfectly. Like was amazing. They were all great. I think all the finalists. Miss Mexico was unbelievable. Miss Colombia.
A lot of Latinas.
Yeah, they always the what they call them, the Americas. The contestants from the Americas.
Wait, who is this person?
What, South Africa?
Is her name Zuzabini Tunzi?
I have no clue because they don't use their names. They just refer to them as South Africa, which is an odd part of the show.
Yeah.
At no point does Steve Harvey use their names. They just refer to them as the country. So it's like Miss USA. And then the woman from, I think it was Iceland was a top 10. Google Miss Iceland and see her name. All it was consonants. See, Lisa and I were looking at the screen like, How do you even pronounce that? Miss Iceland's name was
Oh my God.
like 25 consonants. I was like, I don't even know how to say that.
Berta Abiba, but then her last name is something that looks like a P / tongue sticking out, an O with an accent mark, RHALLSD O with an accent mark, TTIR.
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Like but the funny part of it is Steve Harvey. I weirdly halfway through the show I was like, why isn't he just saying their first name? He never once.
Even the first names are tough.
Oh, it was, they
what was the year that he like screwed up?
5 years ago, because they talked about how this was his 5-year anniversary and he never thought he'd make it, where he announced the wrong winner. So oddly enough,
do we still think that was a conspiracy?
I think that somebody wanted to make him look bad, but it happened again in an odd way because they were doing the Miss. He was getting the award for the best costume, so he announces, he's on the camera going, "Hey, and this year the award winner is Miss Singapore," and in the back of the screen they put a picture of her up, and so then he's standing next to another woman in a costume, but
the wrong person.
Well, the woman he was standing next to wasn't the one that they put on the screen in the back, and she, as the contestant, I think they think that she thought she won. So he's like, "Miss Singapore, tell us about your costume," and she goes, "Steve, it's Miss Malaysia." And he was like, "Oh, Miss Malaysia, okay." And so the producers screwed up because it wasn't him. I mean, he did read the right teleprompter, and they showed him in the back.
His suit was wild. I look because one of the pictures he was in his wild blazer.
Wild is an understatement. His suit was a rug that somebody stole from like a hotel and turned into a jacket. And if you're listening to this, please Google it and you will know that it looked like it looked like somebody's rug that you would find in like an ornate house.
I can't even describe it. Yeah, like hanging on someone's wall.
It's a suit that you would wear to a glittery Christmas party.
As a joke, yeah.
To a Christmas party. It looks like it was very. And
he's wearing it on national TV. So
we ended up. I watch it with Emily. We're going through the costumes, and then all of a sudden, we're talking, and I was trying to be careful. Like, "Oh, Emily, doesn't she look nice?" And then she's like, "What's this about?" I go, "Well, they try to pick the best looking woman to be a representative of the most beautiful person."
To not say like, "Didn't she look pretty?"
Well, no, we did. Well, eventually, Emily's like, "I don't like her dress. That dress is terrible. I don't like her hair. Who did her makeup?" And I was like, "This is not good for a young girl." I was like, "How do I explain this to be like why women are parading on the stage for other women to judge?" Because again, they thought the best thing. One of the things they promoted in the show were how the first time ever only women were judging women. So all the judges were women, and I was like, "Is that worse?"
I was just thinking the same thing. Like that
it was
might be worse.
It is Miss Universe is chosen by other women. So women are now telling other women who's the most beautiful, and men have nothing to say about it.
Yeah, that's worse.
I thought it was.
Especially if you like just still land on like the exact same person that a man would have picked.
Correct. Like what?
Like you need to pick. Like if you're gonna do that, pick the ugliest woman.
I would
like, see, looks don't matter. But then I guess that would also be calling them ugly.
Well, no, but what would be? What the question to me is like whether you're a man or a woman. If you're basically judging on the same criteria.
On looks.
Well, who cares if it's a man or a woman judging?
Shit, if a baby or a dog is making that.
So the best part is the swimsuit goes out, and Emily's like, they have to walk around in swimsuits. I was like, yes, because they're all athletes, and we want to see who's in the best shape. And it was trying to explain.
It's an interesting spin.
It's like, why are they all in the same bikini? She's like, and why are they in heels? Who walks in a bathing suit with high heels?
Valid. Like they should do that part in flip-flops. Correct.
It was like, no. So then they did the dresses, and she like hated. This dress looks like the other one's dress. Oh, my microphone sucks. If I have to get a new mic, I'm gonna be pissed. But yeah, then she was like, it's my computer. But then can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
So then she was like, the dresses look too similar, criticizing the dresses, and then
I mean, they're evening gowns.
Yeah, they're evening gowns. Although some of them were in pantsuits.
How many women? Like there had to be 300 of them.
There were in the beginning. There were probably like there's only 225 countries in the world.
That's a fucking lot.
No, but there's not everyone sends. Like there was no Miss Russia.
Because but that's still a lot. Like Miss USA is 51 people,
Correct.
52 people.
They had probably about 150, I would say, and then they whittled it down.
Wait, did USA do 52? Right, because they do all the 50 states. They do Puerto Rico, and don't they do DC?
No, Miss USA doesn't do Puerto Rico.
Miss USA doesn't do Puerto Rico?
Puerto Rico is no, because Puerto Rico was in Miss Universe.
It's kind of fucked up.
Well, no, well, she's not. Puerto Rico isn't in the United States.
Yeah, it is.
Commonwealth
Of the United States.
But that's not. They're not in the 50 states. If they were in the 50 states, so actually this.
Yeah, but doesn't DC get its own person?
Yes, but that's the capital of the United States. Danny, but this more interesting. This is probably unlike the reason why Puerto Rico will never become a state. If Puerto Rico becomes a state, Miss Puerto Rico will, year after year, always win Miss USA. You're never going to get a girl from the current 50 landlocked 48 states in Hawaii and Alaska to beat out Miss Puerto Rico.
Miss Hawaii for sure.
You think Miss Hawaii? I'm going to tell you right now, put my money on it. Miss Puerto Rico would be Miss USA every other year.
No.
If Puerto Rico was in the Miss USA or Miss America pageant, that woman would be.
Wait. Are those two different pageants?
Yes. Miss America is the one that they got rid of. It's actually airing next Thursday on NBC.
Miss America. Wait, there's a Miss America pageant and a Miss USA pageant?
Yes.
The hell's the difference?
Listen, I'm a pro at watching women.
Honestly, what is the difference?
The difference is Miss USA rolls into Miss Universe. Miss America is just in America.
So the winner of Miss USA, it's like the Little League World Series.
Yeah. Every country has a Miss something that then goes to Miss Universe.
Got it.
America,
so Miss USA is competing to be in the Miss Universe pageant.
Correct.
Miss America is just to be Miss America.
And yes, and Miss America is where they have the talent and they got rid of the bathing suit. So now you can be 400 pounds and doing cartwheels and you can win.
So now it's essentially America's Got Talent.
Correct. So,
but only for women.
And the difference with Miss America is
America's Got Talent.
And because Miss America is also a scholarship pageant. So if you win Miss America, you get so the basis.
So they're all 18-year-olds. 18
to 24 because of the system of it. But when I was in college, my roommate was dating Miss New York at the time, and she
was dating Miss New York.
Miss New York, and she was competing for Miss America. So we learned all about it. But it's a scholar. What they do is they basically, or girls do pageants their entire lives, and then they win the money for college. So it's like a lot. The reason why they do it is it's a way to get scholarships. Like if you're doing it all.
Imagine just like going to a job interview and having a line on there. Yeah, I was Miss New Jersey.
Like, oh, tell me that actually, I don't think I've ever run into that. Where like, well, what if you were Mr. New Jersey? That would be a weird.
Here's a question: can the same Miss New York enter Miss America and Miss Universe, or is there a new Miss New York? You know what I mean?
No, like, if you're a Miss America contestant, can you go to Miss? If you win Miss America for Miss New York,
like that's. Is it the same pool of girls, women that go for Miss America and Miss USA?
I would probably
think seems ridiculous.
I would think at the lower levels, but the issue is just like politics.
You think Miss America is a lower level?
No. I think they're just two. I think that I would legitimately compare them to like the Republicans and the Democrats because they're organizations. So like if you're running for Miss New York, like the girl I knew, she was in the Miss New. She always did pageants in New York State. She had run for Miss New York for like 4 years in a row, kept losing, but like the pageant people knew who she was. So she said it was her last year of eligibility. So when she became Miss New York, part of them were like, well, we're going to pick her because we know what we're getting and she'll be a good representative for us at the Miss America competition. So they're all like state-run committees that then help find.
Right. But so
they would never let a girl in.
Who's deciding if she's going to be Miss New York for America or for USA?
No, well, she has to apply. But I'm saying if you're somebody who's been in the if you're like running for Miss
New York
USA and in the Miss New York for Miss USA, but you're running for Miss New York for Miss America, I'm thinking the Miss America people are going to be like, we don't like that girl because she's been in that universe competition, right? Like you get blackballed by the Miss America people because they're going to consider you part of the Miss
Because you're going for USA.
Yes, like they know, like it's like the same girls, like they all know each other, and they're like, "Oh, you're."
I'd want to go for USA.
Well, it's the hotter of the two is USA, and then you go to Universe.
Yeah, and it's like I want to compete against the best of the best.
Well, and who doesn't want to be called? Well, Steve Harvey opened up the show. He's doing a stand routine. He's like, "Listen, say there's like," he was like, "There's 20 million people in China. Just think, of those, there's 7 million women. Tonight, we have Miss China backstage. She is the most beautiful woman of the entire country." I mean, if you say you're Miss Universe in 2019, like Miss South Africa has become Miss Universe. She's considered right now the most beautiful, eloquent, smartest,
You know what?
or like well.
Here's a TV show idea. Miss USA, where are they now? Like the Miss USAs that are now like 45.
Well, I think that would be great. How about this one? What if they did The Bachelor and The Bachelorette with all former Miss USA and Miss America contestants? So if you were The Bachelor, I think you're The Bachelor, and
they're like in their like late 20s, early 30s.
Yes. So they're
Pretty good.
Like that would be, and they're all pageant girls. So this one guy has 25, 30 pageant checks.
Yeah.
Like put them in a real Survivor. Or you have a Survivor and you do like Miss USA versus Miss America. Or like the Miss USA girls.
And it's like the challenge. MTV, yes. That is an opportunity.
That's what, yes. You get the leftovers, you get the losers for Miss USA and who
yes.
Miss America. Like so you have like a Miss New York and a Miss New York could be competing with each other.
Moneymaker.
Ding, ding, ding. Anybody listening, if you have connections to reality shows, produce this one tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tomorrow. It would be big. That would be big. I'm surprised. I'm surprised.
Because they're already like TV ready.
Yeah, they're all TV. They're pros. They're going to be pros. Total pros.
Now I need the show. I need the show, and I didn't even know I needed it.
Well, now you're going to have to go through to Miss USA's website. So weirdly enough, Miss USA, I guess, is in 6 months because Miss Universe was this past weekend. So now they have to find new contestants from around the world for next year's, and then Miss America though is next week. And it's a lot.
Miss America, I'm not going to watch that.
And it's the one in Atlantic City. No,
I'm not going to watch that. Trash.
I meant for the girl, for my daughter. I watch it for my daughter so she can see strong women as role models.
Nice touch.
Listen.
I like the Mazel shirt.
Oh, you like it?
Bravo action.
I've been wearing it. I like when I come home, my pajamas with the same shirt for like 5 days.
I'm the same thing. I wear the same pajamas until they like smell, and then I put them in the wash.
Yeah, until it falls apart.
I don't know how people, and it's funny because I was actually thinking, my kids, they wear different pajamas every single day. I wear the same pajamas for a week. Like, why don't we?
No matter wash, we do for.
Why is that? Like, why don't we make them wear the same pajamas every like?
Because we're idiots. I don't think we think.
Yeah, so stupid.
And when do your kids bathe? Don't they bathe before they go to bed?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they're
they're so clean.
They're way cleaner than we are. I shower in the morning.
Same.
So I'm dirty.
I'm filthy right now. Yeah, what is that? That's so stupid.
This shirt I'm wearing is gross. I've sneezed. I write my snot on it.
We're such idiots.
We do things backwards.
I'm gonna bring this up to Mary Jane.
Yeah, why do you? They just wear the same pajamas every night.
Yeah, or at least 2 nights in a row.
Correct.
There's no reason. I mean, my kids wear the same clothes to school every day. They have right now. They're all about the same clothes.
Funny.
Wow. Okay, listen. We're gonna wrap it up, everybody.
Yep.
And, it's the holidays.
Also, if you don't want kids, wrap it up. That's another thing.
What?
I said if you don't want kids, wrap it up.
If you don't want kids, did you know that
your nose? Disgusting.
No, I'm not picking. I'm rubbing it. My allergies have been killing me. I've been falling apart this month. I'm gonna
rub your nose on your own time.
Listen, public service announcement, everybody. Vinnie Dunleavy, if you see me, just ask me how I'm doing. I've had a rough month. Physically, I'm not feeling well.
Noted.
I got to fix my tooth. I'm switching my hormone medication. I have to start giving.
Noted.
Next month, Danny, I may do a live. If we record on Sundays, maybe I'm going to do a live demo of the shot I give.
No thanks.
I'm doing it in my head.
Well, on that note,
but listen, happy Thursday night. No, I'm gonna.
It's Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
But if you listen, you'll probably be listening to it on a Thursday. So happy Thursday.
Not Thursday. Well, maybe I got to see what I'm doing tonight.
We'll figure it out.
Yeah. Okay. Peace, everybody. We'll see you.
Thanks for listening.
Next week.